Asians. They are everywhere, bro. In movies, TV shows, video games, OnlyFans, you name it. Asians take up 55.22% of the world's population. And because there's so much of them, they come in different shapes, sizes, forms, variants. They have got to be the most versatile group of people of all time. So in this video, I'm just gonna talk about the different types of Asians you can come across. Just a quick disclaimer, this video is not meant to be racist or offensive. This video is all satire. Please do not take anything I say too seriously. And with that being said, let's talk about the first type of Asian. Asian fuckboys, or more commonly known as 𝐒𝐿𝐿, have got to be one of the most well-known types of Asians you can find. The reason why toxic/fuckboy Asians are known as 𝐒𝐿𝐿 because Kevin is like the most common non-Asian Asian name, if you know what I mean. And the last name Nguyen is mainly because a lot of these toxic Asian guys are of Vietnamese descent. I'm not trying to say that all Vietnamese guys are fuckboys. Like, there's also hella Filipinos and Chinese guys that also fall under the 𝐒𝐿𝐿 category. You guys have probably seen the memes about 𝐒𝐿𝐿, so if you haven't, I'ma just put them up on the screen right now. Asian boys with fake hood accents make me laugh. Like, okay, 𝐒𝐿𝐿. 𝐒𝐿𝐿, diamond rank on League of Legends, says the N-word, food intake, boba, thinks he's black, drives a Lexus, hypebeast, fuckboy. Bro, don't even get me started on the amount of Asians that act like they're from the hood when they're not. One guy that I used to be friends with ended up becoming one of those types of Asians. But I remember back when I was little, like around 5 to 9 years old, I was low-key a bad kid at school. Like, I would get in trouble with a lot of the teachers and get sent to the principal's office. And the friend I was talking about earlier, he was the one that always snitched on me whenever I was doing some dumb shit. And all these years later, he's now the one doing devious activities and acts like he's from the hood. Even though I know he comes from a decently wealthy family, like, I've been to his house before back when we were still friends, and his house was fucking majestic, bro. It damn near felt like a mansion. And during the start of my friend's hood phase a couple years ago, I decided to catch up with him because we haven't spoken in a while. And when we were talking, he told me that he was now part of a gang. Like, bro, this kid cannot be fucking real. Like, 7 years before all of this, you would snitch on me during lunch at school for saying what the hell, and now you're in a gang? Yeah, bro, sorry for going off track a little bit. I just had to speak my mind on those fake hood type of Asians. Okay, so going back to 𝐒𝐿𝐿, they are also usually found with chains, tattoos, and a bottle of Henny. Oh, yo, by the way, have you guys heard of the song before? This shit goes hard as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. But the sheet aroma all upon the sofa. And also, 𝐒𝐿𝐿 usually have like a high fade with a slick back, or they have one of those ramen noodle type perms, or curtains. I feel like a lot of the new generation 𝐒𝐿𝐿 have been rocking curtains. Bro, I swear, if you see a 10 out of 10 Asian baddie and you're thinking of shooting your shot, just know that there's a high chance that she's probably cuffed up with a 𝐒𝐿𝐿 or just a random white guy. Speaking of 10 out of 10 Asian baddies, let's move on to the next type of Asian.
I used to do gangbang parties and I would get by like 50 dudes a night.
ABGs are pretty much the female version of 𝐒𝐿𝐿s. They're toxic, got hella bodies,
50 dudes a night,
got tattoos, and act ratchet as hell. Another characteristic ABGs are well known for are that they are straight fiends for boba. If you have followed or are currently following an ABG on Instagram, there's a high chance that during the past week, you've seen them shaking a cup of boba on their Instagram story. Like, they be putting the boomerang effect on that shit and they just flex their boba, bro. Putting all of the negative traits of ABGs aside, they look fine as hell, bro. I can't lie. Bro, if Asian girls are not in your top 3 most attractive ethnicities, there is definitely something wrong with you, bro. I remember I was chilling with 2 of my friends at school and I saw this fine Asian girl walk by, and because my 2 other friends are also ABG fiends, I told one of them, his name's Drew, and I was like, Drew, bro, like that's you, go talk to her, bro. Initially, he didn't want to approach her, so I was like, I'm gonna take this matter into my own hands. So as she's walking past us, I quickly walk up to her and I was like, yo, excuse me, sorry to bother you, but my friend over there thinks you're pretty and he wants your Instagram. And I point over to my friend. After this, she laughed and said, okay. And when this happened, I signaled Drew to come over and talk to her. At this point, I just walked away and watched from afar, and it seemed like everything was going good. They were chopping it up, and they both ended up getting each other's Instagrams. But during the conversation, bro, while Drew was talking to her, he was rubbing his hands together like this, like he was planning something devious. For some reason, the girl didn't mind at all that he was doing it, and yeah, he was able to get the IG. Also, there was this thing that me and my friends did, where one of us had to approach a girl, and instead of asking for her IG or number, we would ask for their email. School email specifically. But do you know what's worse than asking for the email? Asking for the Discord, bro. And this brings us into the next type of Asian.
I got a B+. B+.
Asian nerds are pretty much just normal nerds. They're just completely obsessed with a certain topic, whether it would be anime, Dungeons and Dragons, League of Legends, hentai. Most Asian nerds were chill. They were cool. They didn't cause any problems. However, the one thing about Asian nerds, or just nerds in general, is that they have the highest probability of beating it in the school bathrooms.
Tell me your craziest high school confession.
Fuck, I went in the toilet at school.
He went in the toilet, mate. Stop playing with me, mate.
Convergence sequence assists to turnover ratio divided by 2 equals a polynomial of an African American man.
This one's pretty self-explanatory, bro. These types of Asians are the ones that study 24/7 and are just obsessed with getting good grades. If you see a smart Asian guy or girl acing every test, having perfect grades, 9 times out of 10, they're only doing it because they got really strict parents that would start piecing them up if they got anything below 100%. With smart Asians, I feel like it's kind of 50-50 when it comes to if they're chill or not. Like some of them, you can hit them up and ask for the answers to homework and they would give it to you. I was low-key this type of person at school, but I would only give help to people that were cool with me, because if a lot of people hit you up for the homework answers and you barely fuck with them and you still end up giving them the homework, you're just getting bitched, bro. Like, you're getting used. And don't even get me started on the people that give their homework answers to girls as an attempt to try and bag them, bro. Anyways, next type of Asian.
Hello, I need to speak to somebody who can speak a Chinese.
9 times out of 10, Asian international students are always Chinese, I swear, bro. And these international students are always super rich, because I'm pretty sure they gotta pay extra since they're an international student. Bro, they be having the craziest fits, bro. They would be wearing Gucci, Supreme, Off-White. They be rocking them on 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐈 as well. The most common type of fit these international students would wear would be a fit that consists of just straight essentials. Essentials hoodie, essentials pants. Like, they're just essentially rich as fuck, bro. Asian international students are also kind of difficult to talk to because they're still learning English, but most of them are smart, chill people that would always clutch up in the group assignments. You've got Asians that can barely speak English, and you also got Asians that can speak English well. But what about Asians that speak English too well?
Oh my gosh, is that a Porsche?
This is another extremely common type of Asian. The whitewashed Asians pretty much act like stereotypical white people. They got only white friends, play golf, only eat white people food, etc. The whitewashed Asians are also the types of Asians where they don't know how to speak or understand a single word in their country's language. One thing that I see often with whitewashed Asians is that they are low-key ashamed of being Asian sometimes. Like, if you were to ask a whitewashed Asian where they're from, they would most likely say something like, I'm American, I'm Canadian, I'm Australian, I'm British. And then you would ask them, where are you really from? And they would just end up saying the city that they live in, or just say, I already told you I'm Australian, I'm not a fucking 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿. Speaking of Asian Australians, let's talk about the next type of Asian. There are thirst trappers of every ethnicity, every race, but no one does thirst traps like the Asians. Bro, King Henry is so hot. If I was a girl, I'd high-key let him blow my back out. Oh my god! Bro, if I was making an Asian thirst trap, I would probably look dead at the camera. I'ma lick my lips, and I'ma say,
Arigato, sumimasen, let me fuck.